I don't mean to be an alarmist, but I think this time we may just be cooked. So a recent executive order drop, which raised the price of an HB1 visa to $100,000. Previously, a HB1 visa with the associated fees, if it's expedited or not expedited, would be between about $1,700 to almost under $5,000. Oftentimes, the cost of this visa is covered by the firm or organization that the person is going to work at, or the staffing company that acts as the middleman between the person in a foreign country and the organization. Now, most of the time when we hear about these HB1 visas, we think about tech companies, right? Other industries would include hospitality and healthcare. A lot of the hospitals, specifically in rural areas and specifically within the Veterans Administration, are staffed by foreign physicians and nurses to a degree. Okay. Now, I think a lot of people will say, well, we have doctors here. Why don't we just, babe? To be honest, in the doctor's defense, some of these positions out in these rural areas, the economics doesn't work out for them, right? What they're getting paid versus how much they have to pay for their overall expenses, and then you include those crazy student loans, they just can't do it. Another big group of people that come here on these HB1 visas are nurses, specifically from the Philippines. Okay. So I want everybody to think about this whole thing holistically. Let's put it all together. Let's put all of these pieces together like a puzzle. You have this spike in the cost of the HB1 visas, which will cause a decrease in the amount of talent that would come to the United States, which would be what is known as brain drain in reverse. And then we have the cuts being made to the Department of Education. We have the overhaul being made to the federal student aid program, where now there's limits on how much you can borrow. And then you have the cost of getting higher education, specifically becoming a doctor, being exorbitant and out of reach for most people if your parents aren't rich. Then you couple that with the dwindling literacy rates. And then people in general just not being critical thinkers. What do you think is going to happen? You tell me in the comments.